Hey there everybody, Boyd here with you. Well, I'm here with a really special announcement today on the channel, you guys. Some of you may have seen my little post on Facebook the other day. We are announcing today that we have plans for a scale modeling show right here in San Antonio, Texas. Our tentative date to have the event will be October of next year. That's October of 2023. We're putting together a really fantastic show for you guys. We're working with a lot of people in the modeling community, and a lot of people have stepped up to help already. We've got some really fantastic events planned for the show, and I wanted to tell you guys a little bit of the details of what we're planning here today. We're kind of still up in the air on a few of the details and deciding whether we want to do certain things or not, and so it's not all written in stone yet, but I wanted to go over a few of the bulletin points we're going to have for the main attraction and things like that. I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be a fun time. The thing that I want to really tell everybody up front is that I really wanted to do a show that's all about the modeling community. Having a chance for all the people to get together that, you know, we've kind of all known over the years throughout the YouTube community, the various modeling forums, many of the friends that I've met and chatted with and conversed back and forth about scale modeling over the years that I've never been able to meet in person, kind of put a face to a name kind of thing, and just a really cool weekend for us all to get together and hang out and talk about models and look at a bunch of really cool models and just, you know, enjoy the hobby overall. And I kind of sat back and thought about what would it be like to have a dream modeling weekend if it was me, and so we put together this title, which we're going to call the Sci-Fi, Fantasy, and Horror Expo of San Antonio. We hope it's the first of an annual event. We're just going to have to see how it goes this first time around, but if nothing else, we're just going to have this one show, and we're going to try to make it a dynamite show that everybody's going to take back some wonderful memories from after they attend the show. We hope a lot of you out there can make it. It's in a good time of the year, hopefully in October when people have a little bit of free time. The weather down here in San Antonio will be fantastic. We have a lot of other attractions in San Antonio to see if you want to bring the family. We have a SeaWorld, we have a Six Flags, we have the Alamo, we have the Riverwalk. There's a lot of really interesting things to see and do here in town. And we have excellent food, as Texas is known for. If you're into barbecue or Mexican food, it's just top-notch food, so your family would really enjoy themselves. If it's just dad that wants to come to the show and bring the kids along for everything else, so there'll be plenty to do here. I want to go into with you guys a couple of bulletin points about the show. Excuse me, I have to read off of a list here so I don't miss anything. The plan is, guys, is we're going to basically do a general type show where there'll be a lot of built models on display, focused around, you know, sci-fi, fantasy, and horror. That's everything between, you know, model starships, sci-fi model ships, figures, Gundam, and everything basically in between. We're going to have vendors there. Hopefully we'll get a lot of vendor turnout, you know, so we'll have access to model kit makers, garage kit makers, you know, all that usual stuff that you see at a show. We're going to be doing some seminars. Now, the seminars, I think, are going to be one of the main attractions for everybody. I've always enjoyed seminars when I went to some of the various shows that I've gone to. So I want to go down the list here. We're planning on 4 seminars. There'll be 2 on Saturday and 2 on Sunday. Each will last 2 hours, so a total of 4 hours each day. We'll probably be doing 1 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon on each day. The first person that we have on the list, I think a lot of Star Trek fans are going to be really excited. We've got Mr. Paul Olson. Now, you Star Trek fans will probably know who Paul is because he's the guy that painted the original Enterprise refit for Star Trek the Motion Picture. Well, Paul is also a very accomplished, world-famous airbrush artist. And Paul's going to be coming down to our show and doing a presentation on how to airbrush, all the way from beginning to airbrushing to very advanced techniques. And we have more with Paul going on, where he's going to have a little kind of a discussion about his memories working on Star Trek the Motion Picture, what it's like to work in Hollywood as a special effects artist, working on miniatures and special effects, which I think will fascinate a lot of us. A lot of us that are modelers are really into that kind of thing. There'll be more with Paul Olson to be announced shortly. We have Omar Baez. He's one of our own from the modeling community. Many of you out there know Omar. Omar has gotten really, really fantastic at doing 3D printing. So Omar is going to do a seminar on 3D printing 101. So how to start from nothing and learn how to get into 3D printing, what kind of a machine to get, depending on what kind of printing you want to do, and then how to set up your files and how to set up your system so you have a good foot in the door of getting started 3D printing all the way to a little bit more of the advanced stuff. So I'm really happy to have Omar there. we've got Joe Hudson. Joe Hudson is going to be doing a beginning to advanced figure painting seminar. And Joe's a very accomplished figure painter. He actually writes articles for Fine Scale Modeler. And he's, if you take a look at his work, he's an absolutely phenomenal artist. I think people are going to be really excited to see that. And then finally myself, I'll be doing a seminar called How to Build and Light Model Starships. And I'll be really looking forward to doing that. It'll basically taking you from a raw kit all the way into planning and getting the kit ready and working your way up into a build and then adding your LED lighting. A lot of people over the years have asked me a lot of questions about that. One of the things that we're talking about going back and forth, you guys, we haven't decided on yet is whether or not to have an actual model contest. And so I want to leave that up to you guys out there to kind of give us some feedback about whether you would like to see the contest or not. Some people enjoy contests and some people are kind of put off by contests. So one thing that we're concerned about is the main thing we want to do is we want to have plenty of models on display that are fully built and on display, lighted or whatever the case may be, so that there's a lot for people to see and look at. So the concern is if we just have an expo where we have people coming in, getting a table and showing their built models. That's whether maybe you're a commissioned model builder or you're just in the hobby and you want to show some of the models that you've built. We want to make sure that we have plenty of models on display. Now we're going to kind of base this off of the feedback that we get about, from people, how many people are going to attend or intend to show up and what they're going to be bringing with them and things like that. And it may need to be that out of necessity we want to have a modeling contest so that way we guarantee we have at least, a good showing for models on display that are obviously built and ready to be viewed. So I would like to get you guys feedback on that. Let me know in the comments below what you think. If you would like to, if you would be up for bringing a model to enter in the contest, if you'd like to see that. Now the modeling contest will obviously take up quite a bit of time. It'll take some time to do the registrations, and it'll take time to do the awards at the end. So we just kind of have to figure out if that's going to be workable for us, at least for this first show this year. Like I said, we're hoping to turn this into an annual thing. So there are some things that we'll expand on as we move forward if we do a repeat show. So maybe the modeling contest can come the second year and then onward. But I'm all for it either way. I'm kind of leaving it up to what people decide. If we decide to do the contest, we'll be looking for some volunteers that can come to the show and help us, set that all up and help organize it. I'll be looking for people out there that have maybe had some model judging experience. There are some people right here in San Antonio that I'll be talking to that judge our local IPMS show here. And so I may be able to pick up some people like that, but I'll definitely be looking for basically any help we can get, you guys. We'll be looking for staff, for organizers. We'll need help with the setup and the teardown of the show, setting up tables and chairs, things like that. So anything anybody can do, don't be shy. Send me an email or comment down below, and we'll talk and we'll see what we can come up with. So we want to make this a show run by modelers for modelers, and I want to try to make this a nice kind of an intimate setting. I'm not looking to get the most amount of people. If we can get a couple hundred people to come, that would be awesome. We're going to have it in a really nice venue here in San Antonio. The weather will be fantastic at that time of the year. It's usually around the 70s. We don't get much rain. And as I said, there's a lot of other things to do in town. We'll have a hotel that'll be hopefully fairly close to the airport. We do have an airport, so you can fly directly into San Antonio. And hopefully we'll have, shuttle service back and forth between the hotel and the airport for those that are going to be flying in. So a lot of really cool things to look forward to. Again, some of this stuff we're kind of fleshing out. One of the really big things we're going to be doing, and if you're a Star Trek fan especially, I'll just kind of fill you guys in on the rough details. I'm actually going to be building a full-on bells and whistles Enterprise refit here in the shop over this next fall and winter so that it'll be ready for the show. The cool thing about that is what we're going to do is we're actually going to raffle that model off during the show. All funds and proceeds that we make off of this show are going to go into a trust fund. We're going to be set up as a non-profit so that all the funds and proceeds that we get from this show are going to roll into a trust fund so we can have the funds to run the show the next year. The cool part about this raffle is it's not just going to be my Enterprise build. We're going to actually have Paul Olson himself do some painting on the model. So if you're a Star Trek collector out there, you'll have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to own an Enterprise model The only other one in the world that was actually painted by Paul Olson besides the original that was used in the film. So just think about the opportunity on that, guys. Like I said, it's literally a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'm just going through the rest of my notes here. We've got a lot of people that you guys are really familiar with in the community. They're already working with us and are going to make appearances down there. We've got my really good friend, Kenny Conklin. Kenny's going to come down, and Kenny's going to be our roving reporter at the show. He's going to be live streaming the entire show all the way from start to end. We're going to do video production on all the seminars. Now, the seminars are going to be a separate part of the show. The seminars are going to cost a few dollars to get in. It'll be a separate ticket, and they'll be held in a separate room. But what we're going to do is, if you can't get to the seminar or if you can't get to the show at all, we're going to do completely video document the whole show in high quality, high definition video, all the seminars, all the action that took place at the show, and we're going to be offering DVDs of that for sale. Maybe it'll take a little while for us to produce the whole thing and put it all together after the show, so maybe a month or so after the show is over with, we'll be offering the DVDs. And so if you couldn't come to the show this year, you'll be able to take in most of the entire experience, and hopefully it'll motivate you. If you like what you see, you'll come to the show the next year. That's the whole idea of this. It's going to be a really exciting show, guys. I'm really looking forward to it. It's just, like I said, it's all about getting together. All the people that I've known and met over the years through this community, through YouTube, through the various forums, all the other people out there, the same thing. Some of the people that are coming, a lot of you guys follow them, and you'll get a chance to meet and greet those people in person. So it's going to be an awesome event, and I'm really looking forward to it. So hopefully we can pull it off, guys. No guarantees here. We have a few things we're working with. I've had some really wonderful people that have stepped up, that are experts in the field, and I'm so thankful to you guys. I just want to say a shout out to all of you. You know who you are. We have people that are experts in event planning. We have people who are experts in their fields and what they do. So I really appreciate you guys. And these people are all volunteering, helping us out. No one's going to be making money off this. We're going to be turning it into, rolling it into the show the next year. Now, the vendors tables that we're going to have, our tables are going to be very affordable. We're talking like probably some of the lower costs you've seen in quite a while to be a vendor. We haven't quite determined, but we're going to make it very affordable for the vendors to be there. We want you guys to come. We want you to set up a table. If you're anywhere from selling model kits, or if you're a commission model or model builder like I am, bring your stuff there. Hopefully you can show your what you can do, and you can drum up some business that way. So bring your stuff down. It's all about displaying your work and getting some beautiful models for people to look at while we're there. Give people plenty to talk about. So everybody's welcome. Now, unfortunately, you guys, I can't afford to finance this whole thing all by myself. I'm going to be donating a substantial financial part to this, but also, building the entire enterprise refit and donating my labor and my material, all that into this project. As I said, we're going to raffle it off. That's not going to be, that's not going to pay for me to do the model. That's going to be all rolled into paying for the next year's show. So all ticket sales, all the seminar sales, and everything associated with everything in this show is going to be rolled into this trust fund. We're going to register as a nonprofit, so we follow all those guidelines. So at some point here, guys, once I start crunching all the numbers and getting everything put together, we're going to do a crowdfunding effort, and we're going to ask people to donate and help us out a little bit. We'll have those numbers. I don't want to ask for too much, but I want to make sure I have enough to cover everything. And you'll be able to donate through the direct crowdfunding, or we'll probably set up some kind of PayPal thing or whatever. There'll be some special perks that we'll announce for people that donate at a certain level and above. But if you can only donate $1, guys, we would really appreciate it. Every dollar is going to count. I have close to 40,000 subscribers on my channel, and if everybody there would donate $1 or 50 cents even, we'd have more than enough to do what we need to do for this show. So I hope you guys out there will help us out and realize it's for all of us. It's for the show to come together, and it's to help sustain it and go on to the next year. And that's what our long-term goal are. But we're looking at just this year. We just want to make sure this first show, we put on a really good show, and it's a really awesome experience for everybody. And you go back and you want to come back the next year, and we grow a little bit as each year goes by. So that's about all I have for now, you guys. I'm really super excited. I think it's going to be an awesome show. More to come very soon. I'll be announcing little snippets here and there, so look for that here on the channel and over on my Facebook page. We're developing some flyers. We're developing a logo. We're going to have t-shirts. A whole bunch of really cool stuff associated with the show is going to be happening here fairly shortly. So stay tuned for more, everybody. All right. Well, thanks for your time, everybody. We hope we see you there. I'm really looking forward to putting the names with faces, like I said, and it's going to be an awesome event, you guys. We'll see you in a little bit with more information. Until then, like always, take care and happy modeling, everybody.